we have 2.4 million BORG that have been distributed, which is, this is a very solid thing, right? So we always have these pumps and these dumps. Thanks to the pay-to-trade model, actually was able to sustain pretty much a lot of the selling pressure. They couldn't be more excited. There's so much new things on the roadmap.
Pow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay, pow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay.
Pow wow, yo, yippee yay, guys. Pound number 42, and I'm super excited to be with you guys today. As always, we're going to dive into the love of the community, then talk about what's happening on the markets, talk about some new updates with the trading competition with the MLC token, of course, talk about a new alpha deal with NOMU, very excited about that one. I'll talk about the cash back and the pay to trade model. There's new things, there's people implementing a new club here with great signals that have already almost tripled their funds within the first 3 weeks without using leverage, only using SwissBorg will be revealed in this one. And of course, talk about more fun things. As you guys know, my name is Cyrus Fazel, the proud founder and CEO of SwissBorg, always here to serve you. And first question, is the UK not eligible for cashback? As you guys know, in the UK, we have an app which is slightly a little bit different. It really goes online where they have say conduct, and to do that, there's things that take more time than and takes more time and are slightly different. Cashback is already working. The pay-to-trade model is working, so you guys are receiving the upgrade the airdrops. I think every since yesterday, I believe so. So this is already happening. Maybe you don't have the same screens or things are being asked like that. We could get the approval and all that. So things take a little bit more time, but you're definitely getting cashback and you are eligible. Now let's talk about the markets. The markets are uncertain. Trump is doing his tariff things. People are not too sure if we're gonna have more cuts this year or not. So overall, the VIX has been playing it very well. The VIX, if for those who don't know it, it's essentially a volatility index, and this enables to, whenever volatility rises, I mean there's more fear in the market, therefore the VIX actually goes much higher, and we're seeing like a nice spike here, as you could see. So things are definitely uncertain. What we know is today the Fed is meeting. We know the Fed will be as well. The CPI will be as well happening this Friday. Hopefully numbers will be on par or maybe a little bit higher. If they're a little bit higher, the inflation is a bit higher. If inflation is a bit lower, then probably will be cutting rates. If inflation is higher, then this is not a great sign. But we have some other things as well, which is going to help to boost the market. Some big companies like Tesla and IBM and others are going to reveal their numbers. So this is going to enable to see where the economy is. Now if we look at the crypto markets, well, essentially a lot of outflows have happened on the Bloody Friday. As you guys know, there was 1.2 billion actually of outflows, the second largest week on record, which is quite insane. But what is nice as well is a lot of people leaving the ETFs. We had a lot of huge accumulation from heavier whales. So that means the people are coming for the long run are definitely here. Some people trading noise will trade noise. It is what it is. Or the weak hands will be weak. Who is happy is Peter Schiff right now. And this is probably a good moment to realize that we are in certain markets. And when the gold rises the most, that the highest and now is at all-time high, well, that means that there's going to be a change in the market. And this could be red or very green. If you look at this other one, this is BTC Gold. This is a very interesting one. Essentially, what is the BTC Gold ratio? As you can see right now, it's very low, one of the lowest time in history. And usually what that happens is that there is a huge rebound that happens right after. Meaning that, well, gold will lose its in price and BTC will appreciate much likely. And we've seen this already, which is really good. So this is definitely a time where we probably will have a reversal and we'll see an explosion in Bitcoin price. Right now, Bitcoin's trading, between 106 to 109. There is a support, which is essentially on 120. The resistance was at 120,000, but the real one is really, I would say, it's all-time high. And I think so. We're going to be trading within this until we have some good news with China, for example. That'll be a good one if this is resolved before November 1st. If not, most probably we'll see the markets trading up and down, so they'll have some volatility in the markets, but we won't have a clear signal if we're going to a new phase or an ugly phase. The Ethereum's doing pretty much the same, which the big support here is at 4,000, and then the all-time high is around 5,000, right? So this is pretty much the same thing we're playing this role. When it goes to the BORG is doing extremely well. We have this phase which is between 44 cents and 70 cents. These are really the two different things, and then the next resistance will be $1. What we know right now is that the BORG pay to trade is going extremely well. This has been really well received, and there's so much more to be done in order to get this much better, right? There's some competitions, tournaments. There's the screens are going to be improved in a way that you could really be able to see how much essentially BORG cashback you'll get within every trade. There's a lot of different things. If you guys have any ideas how to make this better, please let us know. We'll definitely look into your comments and like it, and make sure that we're able to get the best out of the pay to trade campaigns and the BORG cashback. The universe is very red, as you can notice. Not many are green, but it's been a bloody market, so that makes a lot of sense. Let's talk about some product. My Lovely Coin is one of the first impact-driven Web3 mobile game that aims to create a community which is cool to plant trees, and that's a really nice thing. So there's a lot of different games within it. It's on Solana Network. We're probably doing a competition with this too, so you should just trade it. If you're interested in it, you can invest in it. If you want to trade, you can trade it. But there's a $10,000 BORG pool to actually get into this, which is really cool. And what it is very easy. You just get, buy and make a trade of $50 or more. An MLC token, or you could sell it if you could already have it on your non-custodial wallet. You could send it to SwissBorg and sell it there, and we'll have one prices of 1,500 BORG, $1,000 of BORG as well, then another one of 500, and 50 of $100 BORG. So it's really worth it, and it starts today, and it will go for until the end of the week. There's other great projects that have been asked, so we have listed them. There's Umbra, which is on Solana Network. It's a privacy layer on Solana, which is really good. There's Aleo, which is a layer blockchain that is for privacy too. Euler, as you guys know, is one of the main yield farming platform. There's been a meme token 4, which is CZ's meme. And there is, we're very proud to say that there's a 370 tradable assets on the SwissBorg app, almost 400, probably 400 by the year end. It really shows again that we have grown the catalog in order to make sure that you have all the different investment opportunities within SwissBorg. Obviously, within those 400 tokens, they're not only good ones. Some of them are just tradable, and they'll go from hero to zero, but some will go from zero to hero too. So this is why I think this is a great way. Within my token lists, I think the 9 tokens that are in it are really solid tokens. I strongly believe in them. If you want to have more curation, please let us know. Talking about earn curation, this is a great token as well. 30% last week for getting a nice boosted yield on the Kairos staking. Trading vaults, we will have SWI happening this week. SWI, as you guys it's a great layer 1 blockchain. It's a bit the Solana of this cycle. There has been a lot of great things that have happened. Here we're trying to look for a 65% gain. I think so. This is a very sweet one, especially has been really hit on his fingers. So the bullish scenario is 65%. There's a moderate one, 22% to up to 50%. 11% will be a so-so one, and then a max drawdown could go up to 40%. Now, let's talk about NOMU, a new alpha deal. NOMU, let's check out a video. It talks for itself. Pow Wow! Yo, yippee, yay, guys.
For years, we've walked this path together.
And we excited about it.
Through highs and lows, one thing has never changed.
We're all about our community. We're all about you.
One of the largest exchanges in the world, FTX, collapses.
We've seen markets crash.
Advice would be that if you still have UST, I think it's a good time to dump them.
And we've seen what happens when we rise back together.
I'm very proud of the fact that we do take that deeper purpose in our products.
SwissBorg token, all-time high, heading straight to $1, right?
Along the way, we built, we launched,
BORG is a liquidity bootstrapping protocol.
we learned. Every step shaping what came next. What unites us is bigger than any one of us. The dreams of financial freedom and the community at the center. And now, once again, we join forces. SwissBorg and NOMU. One family, one journey. Borgers, this is our time.
Lovely video. Danielle is really an amazing person. Thank you so much for that. So if you guys understood what NOMU is so far, it is a great way to spend to earn. It's a marketplace on Solana where you can able to be able to take part in a marketplace, to be able to buy different things and support these different things and get rewarded for that. And I think so it's really nice because it's put together some real RWA concept, and at the same time where you could really have this community effect and this growth where you fairly get rewarded for that. So I think so this is where it gets very, very interesting. What is nice about this beautiful alpha deal that is really done on purpose for the Borgers through BorgPad, but there's also the SwissBorg app, because obviously this comes from the love of the spin-off of SwissBorg employees. Their alpha sale is happening actually this Thursday. I'll personally be participating in it. It's got a very, very small valuation of 1.5 million FDV, so it could really pop well. All the tokens will be unlocked on the TGE, which will happen on the 28th, which is fantastic. If you look at successful consumer RWA marketplace, there's been that some has done extremely well. Collector, which is recently one of the best use case we have in this industry, which is trading cards. The valuation of the token itself is 584 million, but there's Rect as well. That has some cool stuff too. And I think here is a bit different. There's a lot of digital consumer goods. There's a lot of different, cool stuff with it. And there's the great mind of Daniel behind it. So I think this is very, very interesting. For those, not everyone's going to be eligible for this one. You'll have to be probably part of the elite rank. And if not, you will have other different vaults that will come hopefully to you. This is definitely one of good, but the first come, first serve. So if you don't have it, you could then buy it in the market. We'll be releasing it within the app very, very rapidly. This will be NOMU traded versus BORG 2, which is really good. So hopefully this alpha deal, you'll be able to get into it. If not, it'll be released next week, the token on SwissBorg. Next up for governance, this is obviously something always important. SwissBorg decided to relocate the funds originally designated for the Dream Fund campaign towards promoting BORG. So part of this budget was allocated by the Guardians, and approximately 50,000 BORG are expected to remain unused. This will determine which BORG focus initiative. So the choice is yours. Fund a BORG trading competition, that could be fun. Create a BORG vault, no rank eligible. BORG locking promotion, add to the Guardian 17th fund. Vote starts on Tuesday and ends on the October 31st. And as I remember, 10 BORG locked is 1 voting power. Let's talk about loyalty and give you some update. So this is the first week that unfortunately we lost 16 million within the vaults. We have now only 160 million. Some people maybe took profit, but overall we have had nice upgrades, especially here in Elite Diamond and everything. So this is good. What is very interesting here is that despite their 16 million that was sold, the cashback, the buyback, thanks to the pay to trade model, actually was able to sustain pretty much a lot of the selling pressure, this is a very solid thing, right? So you always have these pumps and these dumps. The dumps was not that important because we have this machine that happens every week, right? Or even every day now. So this is a very powerful business model that's showing essentially that even through dark times, the market's most correction, and people is actually taking profit, which is what it is, right? It's able to sustain it. So this is really nice. In terms of cashback, we have had 1.23 million, which has been 230,000 that has been distributed, which is great. 407,000 has been distributed. Delete 354,000 to essentially the diamond, and then you go down to the ranks. But even standard had a fair amount, 35k, which is really cool. This is actually a very solid number, especially only for 3 weeks. So 1.2 million for 3 weeks is really nice. That means we're going to get much higher than that. And that means probably we'll get to a month to hopefully 2 million, or a little bit less, about 1.7. But this is really nice, especially for the first month. Great way. That means there's been a huge nice cashback to buyback too. Okay, so what does this mean? So for the last 3 weeks, we've had now the first delivery that happened yesterday on Monday, 20th October. We have 2.4 million BORG that have been distributed. For almost 50,000 people have received the cashback yesterday, and this has added essentially 16,500 new BORG holders. As some of them are very small, we have not counted them yet because we want to. We have needs $20 or $30, I think, so it's the minimum to be counted within the essentially the BORG holders. But this is gonna grow, right? So within these 16,000 will come into the data within the next weeks as more they trade, right? So this is really good. So we're still on an estimation that we go from 160,000 token holders to 200,000 for the year, end of the year. Now let's talk about the BORG, right? So we just talked about this before. We have 36,000 people that are from bronze rank and above. 159,000, we have more than that, right? You have 176,000, but we have not accounted them yet because they don't have that $20. So they'll get to there, but of course, with time. Obviously the BORG has a little bit tanked from last week, which is what it is, but the market has really corrected much more. Now, total volume almost 100 million, which is great. That means a lot of cashback is happening this week, which is fantastic. We had 12,000 exchanges. That's a lot of people active, obviously with volatility. KYC not great yet, a little bit less than 1,000, and net flow 1.8 million, which is not great, but better than the previous week. Community Index, cast your score. Last week was very high, and this week is 6.8. The thing is that based on it's computed on the previous week. The 2 previous weeks were very strong ones, so this one unfortunately is a little bit red. The market is red, but we're very resilient. Beautiful burgers, I am back after a week off, which was really relaxing. Went to Dubai to meet my brother, saw many crypto people there too, which was really nice. Had a little time in the desert too, which was very, relaxing and enjoying. But now, we're back at the drawing board. Obviously, the pay-to-trade model has been redesigned in a better way. We talked about these competitions and how you could get more out of it and be able to get into screens. There's some new things as well. You've probably seen, like when you place a trade, whatever it is, it then tells you if you want to put like as a default a 25% reminder to take profit, or make sure you have an app notification as a price alert. So this is something new. This will come obviously with something a little bit different in the future. You could imagine it. So very excited by that. Besides that, we're a bit changing 2 things within SwissBorg. trying to align teams really on not only the trading, but as well on other different things like profiling and making sure we have the right recipes for this current bull cycle. If you want to take from what's happening, like people say, oh, is it the bull cycle over? It's definitely not over. I don't think so. It's just a very long market. We're much more in this different space that we were before. I think, if you look at first cycle was whatever, second cycle was crazy hype and euphoria with no fundamentals. Last cycle was a great one for DeFi and other applications, but it was corrected by a huge amount of leverage. Now, the hugest wipeout of leverage just happened behind us, and it hasn't, of course, there's a lot of people lost a lot of money, but it hasn't really wiped out the market. There's no industry huge panic about it. It just has wiped out a lot of people. Leverage is a great tool, or it's a killer tool, right? You just have to make sure that you're not too greedy and you're not always exposed to the market, or you're not too leveraged, right? So this has been a very nice flush, painful one, but a very good flush. And I think this is definitely going to enable to, again, the markets to reaffirm itself, not only from institutional adoption, but from a lot of different other great projects that are creating this token economy. And I couldn't be more bullish today than I was yesterday, which I think is a fantastic thing. Obviously, with the BORG and the pay to trade, I couldn't be more excited. There's so much new things on the roadmap that I will still take a little time before discussing it over the Pow Wow, but there's definitely a lot of things that are being prepared, as you guys know. We talked about the cards, we talked about different other things, and you probably already get the semi-annual letter, which had a lot of talks regarding that. So couldn't be more excited than living what we're living today, and looking forward to see you guys next week. As always, be healthy, be wealthy, love a BORG iniquity. Take care, guys. Bye.
Pow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay, pow wow.